Good afternoon, Flosstube. My name is Mandy and welcome to my channel all about cross stitch. Today is Friday, November 10th, and it's been a couple weeks since my last video. Hope everyone is doing well and has been getting lots of stitching time in. I've got a few things to share, although I've kind of gotten obsessed with a project or two, so there's not a whole lot of variety. But I have a fully finished object that I am so darn proud of that it was my first time even attempting a finished piece like this. And there's Stitches. Stitches. Hey. Come say hi. This is Stitches if you're new to my channel. Say hi. She's my little cuddle bug. So yes, I have a finished object that I am so darn proud of. I wanted to do something more than a bookmark, and so I thought about trying something else, and it worked out, and I'm so proud of it. So I'll show that to you here in just a second. Things have been going good here. Working, pinball, stitches. I got a book yesterday, so who knows how much stitching there will actually be in the next coming days while I'm reading that, because of course I know I'm gonna be completely obsessed with it. I'm 4 chapters in and already, obviously, I knew. I've got it here because I was gonna show it. A little bit of book talk. We have my copy of Iron Flame. I love this. Love this entire, well, this is now book 2. 4 chapters in already. I love it. I pre-ordered it from Amazon back in July as soon as I was finished with Fourth Wing. That pre-order is yet to be here. Hasn't even shipped out yet. It was supposed to be here anywhere from today to Tuesday. There's zero movement on whether it's actually being shipped. I'm in a Fourth Wing Facebook group, so there's been a lot of chatter there about people not getting their shipments. They're getting them in damaged, all that kind of stuff. I've been obsessively following my order, trying to find an update, just not getting anything. Last night, I decided at like 8:30, I had left my sister's house, that I was driving across town from where I was at to go to, I found on, if you're from the Northwest and you know the store Meijer, it's my favorite grocery store, and then some. They've got all kinds of stuff. The app was showing that they had it in stock and it was cheaper than Barnes & Noble or anything. I thought, great, I'll just run over there and grab it. Couldn't find it. So by then it was pushing 9 o'clock. Right across the street from Meijer's is a Barnes & Noble. I thought, you know what, screw it. I'll just run over to Barnes & Noble and grab it. I got their final copy. It was on the information desk, and it was the last copy they had in hand. So glad I finally got it. And I already figured out what I'm going to do with my pre-order once it ships, once I actually get it, because then it wouldn't allow me to cancel it. When I ordered it with other stuff that would give me free shipping because I don't have Prime. And because of that order, I got free shipping. They wouldn't allow me to cancel it. So I said, screw it, just get it shipped here. So if it gets here in time, I'll give it to my niece. My sister had already bought her own copy of Fourth Wing when they announced the special edition was coming out. So she wanted that one, and so she's keeping the special edition, giving the original edition to my niece. I figured, why don't we just give her both copies, and then that way she'll have them, and it'll be a joint gift from the two of us since we both love the series so much. So that's gonna work out perfectly. Again, that's assuming that I actually get it before Christmas. One thing that I mentioned at the very end of my last video last time, because I completely forgot about it, and I know not everyone, like, I think I was kind of wrapping things up kind of in the life stuff, if I really had anything. I know not everyone watches. So I got specialty printed Christmas cards for this year. And so if you would like to receive one from me, please DM me on Instagram, stitchingbee82. You can also drop me an email on Gmail. So same thing, stitchingbee82@gmail.com. If you want to go ahead and send me your mailing address, international welcome. I can put a postage stamp on those. So please, if you would like a Christmas card, send me your info. I've got a list collected, so I've got a few people that I've already, people that I already had addresses for, and, a couple of other people have already messaged me that they saw. So I totally wanted to mention that early on last video because I had already received my cards. They're so cute. It was a great idea that I had. And so, if you want to receive one, give me your details. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get right into the stitching stuff, shall we? My fully finished object. Like I said, I am so proud of this darn thing. It's not perfect by any means. It's not professionally done, but it's handmade. So this is my dog in books. I've shown it as a finish last time, and so then I got it fully finished. Like I said, I know it's not perfect, but for my first time, it's perfect enough. I used sticky board that I actually wrapped it around the board and secured it, and then I cut a bigger piece of sticky board that was a little bit bigger, and just basically did a flat finish. So then I wrapped it with scrapbook paper. So I just got a dog themed piece of scrapbook paper from Michael's, and I didn't like how I originally finished it, so that's why it's, I don't know. I wrapped it from the wrong side, and so then you could see, I don't remember now how it was that I don't know. So then I just decided to cut a bigger piece of the paper so you could see it from there. But I like how on the front you can see a little bit of doggy right there. And then I had some Lady Dot Creates trim, a packet from a stitching box that, Black Needle Society or whatever box that I had from like ages ago that I had never used. I initially wanted to put this between the two layers. It was going to be too fussy and fiddly, and I'm like, screw it, we'll just make the little hanger out of it. So it's literally put together with double-sided tape. And it's holding so well. So I'm so proud of it. I hope my swap partner likes it. So I will be, we just had to do we just had to check in with it on, at the beginning of November of the finished stitching. So then we had until the end of the month, end of November, to do the fully finishing of it. And I kind of got the idea of what I wanted to do right at the beginning of the month. And so there was one day on my lunch break, I'm like, you know what, let's just go. I work from home. I had all my stuff here. So I'm like, let me just see what I can do. And in the course of my lunch break, I got it put together. I think I might have went over my lunch a little bit, a little bit later. I had to pick it back up. But, so yeah, I'm just really proud of the fact that I was actually able to get that style of finishing done, because my method of finishing a bookmark is to iron double-sided interfacing on it, iron a piece of other style fabric, and to cover up the back stitches, and there you go. So I wanted something a little more than just a bookmark. It is a book theme swamp, so a bookmark would be very fitting, but I wanted something different. And so yeah, we got that FFO done. Now, not FFO'd, but I got I've actually got two finishes to share. One of which, Michelle G from Maine Moose Mom Stitch. Michelle, you would think I would know your screen name by now. I got my round robin back from Michelle G, and hosted by Michelle Garrett. Mindy Stitchy. And then I also finished the last round robin that I had to do, and so I'll be able to ship that back to Danielle, but I wanted to be able to share it here first. So here's mine. I love this piece. The gals that stitched with me, oh, they knocked it out of the ballpark with this. Absolutely, absolutely adore it. Thank you to Michelle, Danielle, and Megan. Y'all are wonderful. Your stitching is gorgeous. So this is Pedal Pusher Roll Your Own from Ink Circles. So the whole roll your own concept is that it's charted in 4 different colorways, but then it's an easy way of being able to convert to your own colors. So I knew what material I was doing it on, and then I went to Michael's one day, Michael's, and I stood in front of the DMC floss and said, oh, I like this color, I like this color, I like this color. So basically you choose a light, medium, and a dark of 3 different color families. So I did like the pinkish red, greens, blues, I guess it's 4 because then there's purples too. And then there was a solid outline in a darkest color. So my outline is in 939, that really dark navy. And then I chose 4, you know, the light, medium, dark of the 4 different colorways. In the corners where you see this really bright orange here, there's more of a red in that corner. There's a purple there, and then there's a bluish right there. I want to say that it was Megan came up with the idea of us selecting a portion on our charts to do like our signature portion of it. So it's that portion that everyone picked, something that called to them. I know I used Mediterranean Sea from, was it Gast? And I want to say this orange is probably a hand-dyed Rolanda, because I think that was Megan's. No, that might have been Danielle. I don't remember anymore. I know I've seen it. Anyways, beautiful colors. I love how those kind of stand out. Some blend in, but it looks great. So thank you so much to those gals. I cannot wait to get a frame to hang it up. This was stitched on a piece of 14 count Fangirl Fibers in Creepy Land. It was in their Creepy Alice in Wonderland box sometime. So that is my ink circles. Cannot wait to figure out a frame for that. Now I finished Danielle's ink circles. So this will be getting shipped back to her. Make sure I hold it up in the right direction. Here we go, Danielle. This looks so good. Oh, I love it so much. This was Bloomer's ink circles, stitched on a piece of 14 count. Picture this plus. She said it's in Da Vinci. And oh, it looks so good. The original pattern called for browns, and she actually had started stitching it in called for colors. Didn't particularly care for that for whatever reason, so she went with more greens, which flowers, it's quite fitting. It needed to be more greens, and she couldn't have done a better job with that conversion. So great job with that, Danielle. I adored stitching on this. And then our portion of signing it was these flowers here. And her only request was that it be something in like a real life color family. And so I went with a DMC. The label had fallen off of the bobbin, but from where it was at, I want to say it was like DMC 600. So it's kind of a rose. It's not showing up. That really pretty like pink, but not quite red. I don't know. I thought it fit the whole scheme of the whole pattern quite well. So Danielle, that'll be coming to you. I'll keep you posted when I get it in the mail. It'll probably be next week at this point, because I'm busy tomorrow, plus I'm pretty sure the post office is going to be closed. So yeah, it'll probably be one day next week. And I just realized I didn't have something to show my next project. I had decided, I want to say, was it in September or October? August maybe? September, Stranded Day, September. So, is it Stitchy Knitty? Yeah, Stitchy Knitty on Instagram, I think, is the main person that I saw doing it. And then I know other people have done it as well. So September was Strand a Day September. I never got my act together, so I didn't actually start doing anything in September. But I decided that now would be a good time to start it. That I've got an oldest whip that I think this is the first time I've worked on it this year. This is a project that I started randomly sometime in 2017 that still isn't done. It's just been one of those projects that have been lingering that when it gets done, it gets done. It's no like real push to get it done or whatever. But honestly, this project is perfect for a strand a day. It's 3 colors. It's really cool looking bands. And so it's an easy project that, you know, a full coverage confetti area would not call for a strand a day very well, because how do you measure a strand a day when you're changing colors a ton? So, but this project is like calling perfectly for a strand a day. I'm hoping to do it the whole month of November. I don't know that I'll necessarily finish it this whole month, but it's at least my hope that I can get some really great progress on it. I may stick with it through until it's finished. I just don't see it happening in November. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Right now I'm kind of going with the whole strand a day. This was from the August of 2017, like I said. And I remember starting it pretty shortly after I got the magazine, so it was sometime September, probably the fall somewhere of 2017. Just cross stitch. So this is the cover that it was from. And without showing the chart itself, it is Bergamo borders. So each, you know, kind of band, I mean, there are only 3 colors. It's a black, a blue, and navy blue, and red. And so I'm doing the DMC conversion, and I'm on this band right here working in, I'm doing the black first. The artist is Banu Demirel of Siba Designs. See if I can show this portion of the chart. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, so I want to make sure they get credit for that. It was just kind of one of those designs that I saw it in the magazine when I was flipping through, and it's like, oh, I want to do that. And here it's just kind of lingered the entire, however many years it's been. So I'm not going to take it off the Q-snap. I did see somewhere in my chart that within this band is the halfway point down. So I am focusing on one band at a time. In fact, I have a picture of where it was when I started. So let's do that. I had every intention of showing this when I decided to start the pattern. Do you think I remembered to have it ready? Sure didn't. And now I can't find the picture. You've got time, right? So I literally started it on the 1st. Okay. So this is what the whole piece looked like when I had it. When I picked it up, very wrinkly. So I was about halfway through just the black of that band. So this will all get colored in, mostly get colored in with blue and red. But right now I'm just working the black all the way across. So when I put it in my Q-snap. And I have been doing a I've been sharing in my stories, so then I've got a reel on my Instagram of my progress. So this is where we're at. So I have just a tiny bit of black right here. Shouldn't even take an entire strand. But then there's going to be one solid line that I was going to save to the end that I'll do that all the way across. And then I can start filling it in. So if I remember right, when I've worked on the colors before, I like doing the black first because then the rest of it's just color in. And so then when I do start, I'll pick, you know, one, like the blue, and then do the blue all the way across. And then I'll do the red all the way across. So we'll start coloring that in when I finish the black. So it's a nice long piece. This is stitched on a piece of 16 count white Aida 2 strands, full cross. Same as my full coverage. So like I said, strand a day. I love this piece. I don't know why I've just let it sit for so long, because it's kind of been one of those pieces that just really wasn't a priority, but it's definitely an enjoyable stitch. Alrighty, where'd it go? And just got a couple more projects to share. This one really probably doesn't have a whole lot left, or a big difference to share, but we'll share it anyways. Dragonfly Clock artwork is by Marine Loop, or Marin, charted by Pain Free Crafts. I love this piece. I don't know why I put it down. Well, actually, I do know why I put it down. Obsessed with another piece. So, and what I was trying to say is, from what you saw last time, probably not looking like a big difference, because I did only work on it one more day after I showed it last. I'm pretty sure I just really was working and filling in that background. So, not a whole lot. This is just over 5% completed. So I got a long way to go. I'm pretty sure this is my largest full coverage piece. So being at 5%, it's got a ways to go. But I love the piece. I will keep working on it. So when I finally picked this one up, this makes it the last of my full coverage pieces that I already have started that I needed to touch still this year. So I have now officially worked on all of my full coverage pieces this year. Pretty sure I'm up to 9 now, with a 10th to be started in just a matter of days. Hint, hint. So that is my Dragonfly Clock and my obsession. Can you guess? Do you know? If you've been watching me, you know. Mini Which Way artwork from, you know, I do this every flippin' time, Molly Anderson. I'm trying to remember to keep it noted down below. This is the mini version. I love this piece. I have a feeling that I'm going to get obsessed with my new start that's happening here in a couple of days, but for now, we're riding this full coverage obsession. Because, wow. It looks like a mess at the moment because the way there's a huge batch of black right here. That's going to be her hair. Her face is going to be right over here. And so it's looking like a mess. But look at the flower. That's really what I've been focusing on this week, was getting that flower filled in, because there was quite a lot of confetti with that. And you know, before I set my iPad down, there was something I was gonna, so you can see. I took Danielle's tip of getting what it looked like last time, so you can see how much I've done. And then I completely forgot to share it. So that's where it was in my last video. Really hope that's not my screenshot iPad of a video within a video. And so here we are now. So this has all been filled in. Definitely got, there's a bat right here. So I got that all filled in. This is, well, I think I still have a few ninja stitches around bat to do, but this whole portion of the moon is filled in. Got the hat done. Well, the hat was pretty much done. Biggest thing was really getting that flower put in. And then I finally started working some around over here, trying to get that in. Yesterday I was really working on that black. There's going to be a lot of it on this page, so definitely wanted to get more of that going in. So it feels good to get some of that black done. But yes, this is my mini Which Way, my complete obsession. I love this piece. I am now at just over almost 18% complete on this one. So that was a March. Oops. I started that back in March, and but really became quite obsessed with it. I want to say like mid-September. So I don't remember the date that it ends, but at least today, I'm sure it's going through today. I don't know if it's gonna say. Heaven and Earth is having a sale right now. I don't know if their website shows. Yeah, I don't think the website shows the date that it the date of the sale, but right now there's a 50% off sale, so go check out Heaven and Earth if you wish. I made a couple purchases the other day. Thank you to the person that commented on my Instagram today, letting me know, if I didn't already, that Heaven and Earth was having a sale, and that a piece that I've already talked about wanting, if it came into a mini, was going to be released, is released. And so I was 2 steps ahead, because I already knew that I was going to get the piece. It wasn't released earlier. I don't know, was it one day last week or earlier this week or something? A mini version was released, so I knew I was getting it. Just hadn't bought it yet. I knew I didn't have the material, so it was coming. I just hadn't, or I knew the purchase would be coming. I just hadn't done it yet. Glad I waited, because there was a sale. This is what is going, I know, I can tell already that this is going to be what's going to become my obsession. Mini haunted house, Donna Gelsinger, because it's amazing, and why not switch out one Halloween piece for another, because Halloween 365. Yeah, so that night I went through my floss box and figured out what flosses I needed. I have already gone to Michael's. I've got, so haul. Hey, you want to see a whole bunch of DMC? So that's going to be bobbinated. And then I ordered my material from Amazon. That is supposed to be here on Monday. So assuming that that follows through with shipping, I don't see why it shouldn't. I see a new start happening next week. And assuming I'm home on Monday, if that's the day that I get it, it'll most likely be on Monday. In the same purchase from Hayde, I also bought another Donna Gelsinger, because her artwork is amazing. This is Mini, I believe it's called Mini Christmas Lane. I fell in love with the original design when it came out to begin with, but it is massive. And then it came out with a mini, and looking at the mock-up of the mini, it's gonna do great. I know there's the whole, you're gonna lose some detail, but I don't see an issue with what it's, how it'll look. So I got the mini version of that as well. So, and again, this is the mini version of this as well, because to get a piece of material that would fit this, I'd have to go up to an 18 count when normally I choose 16, and I'm not gonna have space to hang anything as large as that. So mini it is. And I'm ecstatic about it. So excited. I can't wait to stitch on that. So yeah, that was my haul. I do have my November fabric of the month from Bestitch Me, so this would probably be one of the colors, because I do rotate between neutrals and colors. So if you haven't gotten yours yet by chance, don't want to see it, you can look away. But it is called Nightshade, and it is a beautiful purple. Kind of a lavender. Definitely more purple than it's showing. That's looking pretty washed out, but it's beautiful purple. Not a clue what I'm gonna use or stitch on it, but it'll go into the collection. You know, I totally should have said this right from the start when I was talking about date and everything. This is Flosstube 100. Woohoo! So if you've stuck around this long, let's do a giveaway. Must be 18 to be able to give me your address. Don't say giveaway or, you know, free or any of those keywords like that. I would like it if you were a subscriber, but I'm not going to check. These first two things, I do want to keep it US only, just because shipping might be a little pricier. This is technically a past the stash, but I do remember taking a picture of it with my and you know, doing digitally, so it's in great condition. But let's pass on Sunflower Cat from Abby Topknot. This was from the Meow the Merrier. Called for in Sulkies. I think I stitched this already. I'm gonna put it in my stitchy scrapbook at some point. I do remember doing Sulkies, so I must have. I'm pretty sure I did anyways. I don't know. If you want to stitch this, you know, if you want to be entered to win it, say the word meow, M-E-O-W, because Sunflower I already have in my the last full coverage piece that I just shared. So if you commented on that but you didn't want this, cat, because you've seen stitches. So to differentiate, if you want to be entered, say the word meow, and I will enter you for that. And then I don't even remember buying this. Hands-on Design, Liberty, Chockfull. I just went through myself. I'm never gonna stitch it. Just my aesthetic has changed. So I feel like I'm trying to go off. I'm wondering if I had received this in a giveaway myself, but I don't remember if I don't remember. Either way, the chart's all here. It's unmarked and all of that kind of stuff. So if you want to be entered into this one, say the word Mason, M-A-S-O-N. Yeah. Random giveaway. And then, yes. If, so international, like I said, I would like to keep these two US, but international, actually anybody can enter, but this will be obviously something that international, can enter. I want to give away a mini Hade. So if you want it to be entered for a mini Heaven and Earth chart, I would prefer, yeah. I know it's not going to be the sale price by the time I select, so no worries there, but let's do it with a mini. Trying to think of a keyword there. How about just the word mini? M-I-N-I. So we have Meow, Mason, and Minnie. I just realized the alliteration we got going on here. So use those keywords. You can enter for all three of them. Depending on how many people comment, I would like to say one winner for each one. You can enter for all three, but you can only win one. Again, depending on how many people enter, we'll figure something out. We'll go ahead. I'm gonna say that giveaway is going to be open until my next video. I don't know. It will be at least 2 weeks. I don't see me filming before then. It may even be a full 3 weeks, because 2 weeks from now is US Thanksgiving, and I'm off Wednesday and Friday of Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna have a 5-day weekend, and I already see that I'm gonna be busy the entire time. My sister's hosting a pinball tournament at their house that weekend, and so I'll be busy helping her with that after the holiday festivities. Huge meal and everything. So I don't see me actually filming that week, so it may be just randomly throughout the following week. I may just push it to the following, so it may be 3 weeks. So let's just leave it at I'll close the drawing when I go to film my next time. So keywords, if you want to be answered, drop a message. That's all I have to share. Plans, if I can plan anything. I do still want to do my November section of Halloween Quaker from Leela's Studio that I have broken down to stitch one portion a month to a finish. So I have not yet done November's. That's on my plan. Plans are most definitely to start Haunted House as soon as I get that in, and we're gonna see what else. Keeping with my strand today and read. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm most likely going to be reading. I do want to spend a good bit of this evening stitching Friday night. I don't think I'll be home much at all tomorrow to be able to do much stitching then. So I've got another pinball tournament, and that is going to be in Rockford, which is from here almost 2 hours. So away. So that'll be a full day thing. But anyways, yeah, I'm on my lunch break. That's about to wrap up here, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off now, and I gotta get back to work. Why do I have to adult when all I want to do is read or stitch? So, but at least I'm home. So Stitches must be crashed out in bed again because I haven't seen her in a bit. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're getting lots of stitching in. Share with me what you're stitching. I would love to know. We'll see you again, probably closer to 3 weeks, I'm guessing. So keep stitching, everyone. Stitch on what brings you joy, and we'll see you again next time. And my hair needs to be pinned back. Bye, everybody.